Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a what I eat in a day video, or like what I ate on one particular day. Just to preface this video, I only had 2 meals because I didn't have anything to do on this day, like pretty much nothing. So I woke up at 11 o'clock and I had breakfast at 11:30. Then I really just kind of sat around and did nothing all day. I did walk for 3 miles, but other than that, I didn't do anything. So by the time I was hungry again, it was dinner time and I had dinner. So I don't know if anyone's gonna think I'm like an anorexic weirdo. Why'd you only eat 2 meals? Whatever. B, I'm not a vegan. I know everybody on YouTube is vegan. I agree that like a plant-based diet is the way to go. But at this moment, I'm not vegan. So, you know, no need to preach. I already know. I watch all those documentaries. It's the way to go. But, you know, I was raised 22 years eating meat and dairy, so it's not just like something I'm going to turn off so easily. But yes, I see you guys. I see the vegans, the way to go. But there is no meat in this video, so I guess you could say it's vegetarian. Right? I don't think so. All right, well, these are 2 recipes that I think are super easy because I literally do not cook. Like, I cannot cook at all. It's like a miracle that I can even like whip up some friggin' eggs. So I really hope that you guys can get some food inspo from this and that you'll like some of these recipes and they'll be easy enough for you to use. Let me know if you try them out, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye. So the first thing I'm making is this breakfast burrito, and it's way healthier than something you would get at McDonald's or Taco Bell. So I'm going to be using some tomato basil wraps. You can use any kind of wrap, or you can even make this a sandwich on some toast or a bagel. I'm then going to be grabbing 2 eggs. We're going to be scrambling these up. Also going to be using a little bit of pre-washed baby spinach and some cheese, some shredded cheddar. You can use whatever you want. And last thing you're going to need is just some salsa. You can obviously use the salsa that's in the jar. It makes no difference. Then I'm just going to grab the cooking spray. You want to make sure you do a decent coating always so nothing burns or sticks. Then you're going to put the stove just on like medium heat or something like that. And I'm going to grab the spinach and take just a handful. I know whenever I watch these videos, I always think to myself, I need exact measurements or I won't know because I'm not a cook. But literally, it's just a handful and it doesn't really matter. So I just put that in for maybe 30 seconds to a minute until it begins to wilt. And then you just want to take it off the heat. And then you're going to want to grab your eggs and just crack them into a bowl, 2 eggs. I literally always get the shell in there, so that's annoying. But anyway, sorry my arm keeps getting in the way. Then you're going to want to whisk them up until they're all whisked, I guess. And add a sprinkle of cheese. Again, it's just a sprinkling. You can skip this or add more or whatever. Then you're going to take your spinach and pour it into the bowl with the rest of your ingredients. And then just stir that up really well so everything's mixed. And then you want to put your pan back on medium heat and spray it again for sure, or else they will burn. And then just whisk everything up like you would do with scrambled eggs. Keep everything moving. It makes them fluffier and it just keeps it from turning into like an omelet. Should take like a minute or 2 to cook. Scrambled eggs are so quick and easy. That's why I love to eat them. You're just going to take your egg mixture and put it right into the middle of your wrap, or you can put it on top of toast or a bagel. Next, I'm just going to take a whole bunch of salsa and put it all over the top. I love salsa, so I put a whole bunch. Also, if you want, you can leave this out and just kind of use it on the side for dipping. And then you're just going to want to roll it up like a burrito. My wraps are kind of stale, but I'm really not picky and I don't care, so I eat it and enjoy it anyway. So just wrap it up the best you can. So I decided to have some fruit also. I found a bug on my strawberry, a little tiny fly. So always wash your fruit so you don't eat flies. I threw some blackberries in there too. And a few raspberries. As you can see, I love berries. And last but not least, I threw some blueberries in the mix too to wash. Then I just take everything and rinse it under the water for a minute or so. Is there like an official way you're supposed to wash fruit? Because I always wonder and feel like I don't do it all the way. So let me know if you know. Now I'm just separating the strawberries from the rest of the fruit because they're pretty huge and I want to cut them up before I eat them. So I'm just chopping those up into smaller pieces and putting them in the bowl with the rest of my fruit. And because it's morning, I feel like water is kind of the only logical choice to drink just to rehydrate your body after sleeping for all those hours. And that is my breakfast. I promise you it is super quick and easy to make, or else I wouldn't be making it. So the next meal I'm making is a meatless homemade Chipotle burrito bowl. If you want to add meat, go for it. I just try not to eat too much of it and I hate cooking it. My friend Gabriella gave me this recipe and it's so easy. So you're just going to need brown rice, black beans. I have my own rice that I already cooked left over, so I'll be using that. You're going to need some lettuce, peppers and onions, and tomatoes, sour cream, and avocado. Whoops, I forgot the cheese, but I guess I saved myself some calories. Then I'm just grabbing a can opener and opening these beans and plopping them into just a pot and putting the heat on the stove again, just on medium heat, and letting them sit there and simmer and cook for a few minutes just while I get everything else set up. So next I decided to start chopping all the vegetables, including the onion. And guys, I literally do not know what I'm doing when it comes to chopping vegetables, so please don't judge me. I was just trying to get all this skin off so I could get it cut into tiny little pieces that would fit into my burrito bowl. So after I peeled the onion, I quite literally took a stab at this pepper. I had a little bit of trouble with it, but I figured it out because it's a pepper. It's not rocket science. So I cut it in half and then into strips and then smaller pieces. I then cut up my onion, finished cutting that, but I only used a little bit because I'm really not a fan of onions. I won't eat like a raw red onion. I'll only eat them if they're the white kind and if they're cooked. So next I'm going to spray my pan until it is fully and evenly coated, and then I'm going to put the peppers and onions in there and just let those cook for maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Really doesn't take long. It's kind of your preference. And they're done. And I'm just going to chop up the lettuce and tomato. If you want to use other stuff instead, like, guacamole or salsa, that really is delicious too. I'm salsa obsessed, and I actually ended up making this recipe and using salsa instead of lettuce and tomato, and it was really good. So then I'm just going to microwave my leftover rice. It still cooks in like 10 minutes if you have to just make it from the box. And then I'm just going to start making my bowl. So I'm going to put the rice first, and I'm going to do the beans on top of that. I like the sauce, but if you want to drain it, you can. I'm going to use like half the can, and then the peppers and onions on top of that. It really does not matter like how you put it. I'm just going to end up mixing everything up together anyway. And then I'm using about 1/4 of an avocado and just putting that on top. And then I did some sour cream too off camera because I love sour cream. And that's basically it. I'm going to have Propel this time and just mix it up, and I'm done. And then I ate this Reese's Easter egg because I always have to have something sweet after a meal. So yeah, that is all, and I will see you guys later.